Today, we're going to learn how to actually write in Korean. If you're just starting, don't worry. We'll focus on the basics. You'll learn how to write individual letters and how to combine them into simple syllables. And by the end of this lesson, we'll walk through how to write your name in Korean step by step. If you can, grab a pen and paper and follow along. Writing as you watch will help a lot. Here's the key idea. In English, letters are written one after another in a line. In Korean, however, letters are grouped into syllable blocks. Each block represents one syllable, and each syllable fits into a small imaginary square. So instead of thinking about letters in a row, think about how they fit together inside these squares. Before we start combining letters, let's look at how to write them. Korean follows a consistent stroke order. A simple way to remember it is write from top to bottom, write from left to right. This helps your writing look cleaner and more natural. Let's try one letter together. Kiok. Start at the top left, go right, then angle down in one smooth motion. Let's try it again. Top left, then right, and then down. Good job! Now, let's practice a few basic consonants. Follow along and write each one. Kiok. Across, then down. Take your time with these. Focus on keeping the shapes clear and with straight, clean lines. Korean letters are usually not rounded, except for iung, which should be a smooth circle. This is the standard way of writing, although handwriting styles may vary slightly. Nian. Down, then across. Tigut. Top line, then down the left, then across the bottom. Liil. Top line, down, small middle line, down again, then bottom line. Keep the corners sharp. Mium. Down the left, across the top, down the right, then close the bottom. Piep. 2 vertical lines, then add the top horizontal line and the bottom line. Shiot. Left diagonal down, then right diagonal down to meet at a point. Iung. Draw a smooth circle. Start at the top and go around evenly. Chiut. Draw a short top line, then add a curved diagonal stroke downward to the left, and finish with a short stroke down to the right. Chiut. Like chiut. But add a short stroke above the top line. Here, the short top stroke can vary slightly in angle. It can be vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. If it's diagonal, make sure it goes downward from left to right. Kiok. Like kiok, then add a short line in the middle. Tiet. Draw the top horizontal line, then the middle horizontal line, and finish with an L-shaped stroke at the bottom. Piep. Draw the top horizontal line, then draw the 2 vertical lines going down, left first, then right, and finish with a horizontal line at the bottom. Hit. Draw a short stroke at the top, then a longer horizontal line underneath, and finish with a circle centered below. Here, the short top stroke can vary slightly in angle. It can be vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. If it's diagonal, make sure it goes downward from left to right. Nice work! Now let's practice some basic vowels. Write each one slowly. A. Vertical line, then a short line to the right. Remember to keep your lines straight and simple. A. Short line to the left, then the vertical line. O. Short vertical line, then a long horizontal line. U. Long horizontal line, then a shorter vertical line underneath. E. One vertical line. U. One horizontal line. Ya. Like a, but 2 short lines to the right. Ya. Like a, but 2 short lines to the left. Yo. Like o, but 2 short lines on top. U. Like oo, but 2 short lines below. Awesome! Now that you've learned to write individual letters, we can move to combining consonants and vowels into syllable blocks. The vowel determines how the block is arranged. If the vowel is vertical, like a or e, the consonant goes on the left. The vowel goes on the right. Let's practice writing syllables with this vertical vowel. Ga. Remember to keep the letters close together so they look like one block. Na. Ta. La. Ma. Pa. Sa. 자, 차, 가, 다, 파, 하, Great job! But what if the vowel is horizontal, like o or u? The consonant goes on top. The vowel goes underneath. Let's practice writing syllables with this horizontal vowel. Ko, notice how the consonant becomes a bit flatter to fit the space. No, do, lo, mo, po, 소, 조, 초, 코, 토, 포, 호, Nice work! In Korean, a syllable block usually starts with a consonant. If the sound starts with a vowel, we use ing in the first position. If this letter is in the first position, it becomes silent. Let's practice writing syllables with the silent ing. A, here, ing is just holding the place so the vowel can form a complete syllable block. Ya, o, yo, e, e, o, yo, u, you, u. Awesome job! But what if a syllable contains a consonant at the end? Let's learn how to write final consonants, which in Korean are called Batchim. Final consonants, or Batchim, are placed at the bottom of a syllable block. How does it change the block? When you add a final consonant, the top part of the syllable becomes slightly smaller, so the final consonant fits neatly underneath the imaginary square. Let's practice writing the syllable come. First, write ka, slightly smaller than usual. Then, add the Batchim, mium, at the bottom. Let's try that again. Now, let's do another syllable, this time with a horizontal vowel. Pu. First, write pu, slightly smaller than usual. Then, add the Batchim, diu, at the bottom. Great work! Now that you've learned how to combine letters and write syllable blocks, we're ready to write some common names together. As you follow along, try to write each one with me. Remember, we write based on how the name sounds, not how it's spelled in English. Here's your warm-up example. Let's start with a simple one to see the process clearly. Mina. Step 1. Break it down into sounds. Mi, na. Step 2. Match the sounds with syllables. Mi, na. Step 3. Write it. Mina. Okay, let's try writing some names. Emma. Break it down into sounds. E, ma. Match the sounds with syllables. E. In modern Korean spelling, e is more commonly used for names like Emma. Ma. Write it. Emma. Let's try another one. Liam. Break it down into sounds. Li, Match the sounds with syllables. Li, Write it. Liam. Now, a slightly different pattern. Noah. Break it down into sounds. No, ah. Match the sounds with syllables. No, ah. Because the second syllable starts with a vowel, we use ing as a silent placeholder. Write it. Noah. Now, let's look at a name with a V sound. Ava. Break it down into sounds. A, va. Match the sounds with syllables. A. In many modern name spellings, the A sound is written this way. Ba. Korean does not have a V sound, so we use biup. Write it. Aba. Let's try one more. Ethan. Break it down into sounds. Ethan. Step 2. Match the sounds with syllables. E, pan. Tief is often used as the closest approximation for th. Write it. Itan. Priya. Break it down into sounds. Pri-ya. Match the sounds with syllables. Pri. Korean often adds to break up consonant clusters like PR. Ya. Write it. Priya. Rahul. Break it down into sounds. Ra, hu. Match the sounds with syllables. La, hu. Write it. La, hu. Notice how the final consonant stays at the bottom in hu. Yuki. Break it down into sounds. You, ki. Match the sounds with syllables. You, ki. Write it. Yuki. Chen. Break it down into sounds. Chen. Match the sounds with syllables. Chen or chun. Here, chen is usually written as chen in Korean to match the original pronunciation. However, chun may also be used depending on how the vowel sound is interpreted or adapted. Write it. Chen. Chun. You might notice that some names can be written in more than one way. That's normal. Korean spelling of foreign names is based on approximation, not exact matches. Now it's your turn. Try writing your own name. Step by step. Say your name slowly. Break it down into sounds. Match each sound with Korean syllables. And finally, write each syllable block. As you write, keep a few things in mind. Arrange each syllable based on the vowel. Final consonants go at the bottom. Use ieng when a syllable starts with a vowel. Common patterns. V for piep, F for piep, TH for often, tiep. Take your time. If your name feels difficult at first, that's completely normal. Once you can write your name, you're already using Korean in a real and personal way. Amazing work today! You practiced 4 important things: how stroke order works, how to write basic consonants and vowels, how to combine them into syllable blocks, and how to write your name in Korean. That's the foundation for writing in Korean. Take your time and keep practicing these combinations and your name until they start to feel more natural. In Part 2, we'll build on this and learn how to write double consonants, compound vowels, and more complex syllables, including those with double Batchim, or double final consonants. If you enjoyed today's lesson, remember to like and subscribe. And come hang out in Korean again soon. See you in the next lesson!